Today, Precarious plays
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I was going back to town to pick up like a proper mission, but then this marshland that is somehow important to our supporters is under attack. So I'm just going to show you one of these.
What is this? What is these?
This is a defense mission.
Okay.
Usually you're fighting another clan, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different enough that I feel like having an example recorded is okay. Usually it's a smaller number of people on each side.
Mm-hmm.
And the important thing is, I think winning it gives the people who participate 80 AP, which is a lot. So give me a second because I'm gonna make the most of it. So I'm gonna...
I'm making the most of it right now. AP stands for alligator points, I say so.
Okay, so we have alligator points in play, 80 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the... I'm not current on the figures. What is the ratio of AP to actual alligator exchange? What's that like?
Well...
this is sort of... No, I'm not. There we go. Okay, Trevor, maybe.
If AP is like cents,
Yes.
actual alligators
Yeah. I think I see where you're
are
going.
like bills. So you can have like a 1 alligator bill or a 5 alligator bill.
Mm-hmm.
So it really depends what kind of alligator bills are you wanting. So with 80, you couldn't even get a 1 alligator bill. Sorry.
What if I already had 30 AP from an earlier engagement?
Then you could get a single alligator bill.
With 10 AP left over, I see.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
so and that 1 alligator bill would be a regular sized adult but not big alligator.
What is the advantage of storing up for a 5 alligator bill?
Well, a 5 alligator bill would provide you with access to an alligator that is roughly 5 grades larger than your
that's not
single alligator.
That's not good enough for me and my modern standards. What's the point of saving up for something that is merely... I need at least a 6-fold return for having to have the patience to save up for that long. You know what I mean? If I save up for a 5 alligator bill, I expect the 5 alligator bill to be the equivalent in mass of a 6 standard alligators.
No, that's not how it works, because you see...
Then what the fuck is the point? Why are you jerking me around, bank? Alligator bank?
Alligator bank. Once you get a single alligator bill, you can then accumulate 4 more alligator bills and trade it in for a 5 alligator bill, which is easier to manage and carry in, say, an alligator wallet.
Right. I get it.
So it's not like you can't turn your average size alligator access into quintuple alligator product later. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that works. And since we're in sort of a marshy area, I feel that 80 alligator points plus, the 30 that you mentioned from a previous mission should get you any alligator is pretty great. You have to save up to get one. I mean, they're not something...
They're a big responsibility.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my god, could you imagine if, every US dollar had to be, cared for? That would be terrible.
Like an animal?
Yeah. People would probably carry around, larger bills.
Yeah, true.
I don't carry around anything bigger than a 50, ever.
Yeah.
And
oh my god, the ones in
I'd
the 10s are fucking fighting in my wallet. I'm gonna have to keep them. I'm gonna have to buy another wallet.
Uh-huh.
These fuckers are shitting everywhere.
Have you ever had a day?
I also feel like they would carry around a lot more change because maybe like the change was what you trade in for these lively dollars.
Yes.
So people would be walking around with weighty purses again, like in the Middle Ages with the gold and the metals.
Have you ever had a day where, like, every single action, no matter how minor, just, they all went awry in some fashion? Let me give you an example, a practical example. Every light switch I've encountered today,
Yeah.
had to swing at it at least twice.
Oh my god.
It's like that kind of day where it's like, and the lights go up, the lights go on. Oof. It's been a
What's next?
bad day. I'm gonna blame it on the deep nest.
The deep nest.
Yes.
I've definitely had days like that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because sometimes I'll show up to work and end up there about an hour late, and they're like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And I'll be like, "Well, literally everything went slightly wrong this morning, so nothing is bad and nobody's dead, and there weren't any wrecks, and nothing went wrong except for the hairdryer did one thing and the door did another thing."
I mean, like, you may think that I'm being hyperbolic, but I do actually mean the dictionary definition of literally. Like, I mean, I tried to open the dishwasher and hold on, let me break this down for you. I tried to open the dishwasher and the handle got stuck. Some water leaked onto my sock and they were still dirty.
Oh.
Everything went wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know what you're talking about. And the deep nest did this
It's
to you? Is it
Oh,
the
yeah.
curse of the deep nest?
I am playing Hollow Knight, as I think I mentioned recently. And I've been saving the deep nest for last. And I actually, like, have been losing a little bit of sleep because it was such a traumatic experience the first time. I hate bugs, especially spiders and, like, centipedes. And the deep nest is both.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even be able to cohabitate, okay? I really don't think that they get along.
They're both carnivores. I mean, they would probably be hunting the same stuff, so maybe the place where...
me. They're both hunting me.
Well, yes, but I'm saying that maybe they would have to compete a little for food, but beyond that, they should be able to cohabitate nicely. I mean, the environment for one should be just as good for the other. You know what? It doesn't matter. But I'm...
Hell. That's the environment that they both are suited for. Dark, dank hell.
Dank hell.
Dark, dank hell.
Don't you mean deep nest?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. There is a term for dark, dank hell, and it is deep nest. Oh boy. Just every enemy there is some fresh nightmare. The only enemy that I've encountered that it's even close to, like, the ooginess of the enemies in the deep nest.
Yeah.
There's a foe. It's like a gross worm type creature, and it's sort of like a biped. Like, it's this gross, pale, segmented thing that makes like a noise, which is almost funny. Like, whenever you first see it, it's like, that's sort of funny, and that's on purpose because it's meant to be disarming. So, spoilers for Hollow Knight. It's a fantastic game. The more you can experience fresh and clean and nice and unspoiled, the better. But just for the sake of conversation, this creature, whenever you think that you've slain it, it splits into two smaller enemies, which are much more aggressive. And it's a two-stage thing where, like, it goes from going like and being this gross biped thing to whenever you kill it, it looks like it falls in half. The top half starts screaming and grows teeth and starts flying at you. And it's very upsetting. And then after you've killed that, hopefully after you've killed that, otherwise you're suddenly getting attacked by two different things, the bottom half reanimates and turns into like a weird bug dog and sort of like yaps at you as it chases you down on the ground. Yeah, it's disgusting. Oh, and the top half is bleeding everywhere.
That sounds delicious. I would like to not ever see that.
This guy has to go down because he just undid some of the hard work that I've done, and I don't approve. To the deep nest with you.
He's there now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he passed out. We just showed it to him, and he was like, "Oh."
It looked like he was punching, but he was actually just shoving like an iPhone in his face for a second.
Look at it.
All it takes is a quick second. Wow, those are 3 banga that are really. Ooh. No, they haven't done too much damage yet. For some reason, I thought that my team was much more beat up. But
Is it probably because of the influence of the deep nest?
no, that's over now. I'm beyond the deep nest. Talking about it helped.
It did. I'm glad. Glad for you.
What I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Oof. Yes, I'm gonna see if I can't combo this guy away. Oh.
No, that was okay. That was just like heart sinking.
Well, the damage, as long as at least one additional character joins in on a combo attack successfully, the damage increase is very pronounced, very obvious. It goes from being like a very, I think, damage equivalent to that of just a standard attack, to being over 100, just even from a very basic combo with just a couple of people. I think just here, I might be able to show you here. No, because the bang I can't join in. So what I'm gonna try to do instead is I'm going to swarm strike this guy. Yeah. Now that the white mage is down. Okay. Maybe.
We do a lot on this show to warn about everything but the most vague, thematic sort of spoilers. And a lot of times I feel kind of silly about
see?
it.
See the number? See the big number.
Yeah, you showed him the deep nest.
Mm-hmm. That deep nest is what Isaac calls his left hook. His right hand is the hive.
The deep nest in the hive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't remember where this came from, but do you remember a fighter that had some sort of architectural Stone Age type flavor to them, and their fists were named Post and Lintel? I don't remember where that came from. I'm really hoping that you know, because it's gonna tear me up inside until I figure it out.
Was it whenever I was working on something in, is this something I made?
I don't know. I just remember that joke, and I still think it's really funny because I'm a nerd face, but
I remember making an architectural inspired fighter in like a weird top-down action game that I worked on in Little Big Planet 2.
Maybe that was, I don't know. I remember it more in the context of D&D, but maybe we were just sitting around the table joking about funny characters to make, because there's no shortage of hilarious characters that you can make in D&D.
Whoa, ho ho. Why key blasts? I mean, sure, but why? Have you always been able to do that?
I have a friend who was telling me about when he used to play D&D, and one of the characters that he made was a juicer, and I was sort of stunned for a second because I was like, juicer's not a class? What the hell are you talking about? He was like, oh, he was a barbarian. I'm like, oh, oh, right. Because D&D, you can make everything, and it kind of makes sense. So imagine this like bodybuilding juicer that's on steroids. And
Oh, that's what you meant by juicer.
yes,
I thought
exactly.
This is so weird because whenever you said juicer, I thought you meant like
the
a
fruit-
blender.
The FF. Oh, I don't remember the model number. But the fruit fucker.
Well, actually, what I thought you meant was just a man of Hebrew descent.
Huh?
I thought you were talking about a generic guy, but he's of Hebrew descent.
He is a sir that is Jewish?
Yeah, a juicer.
Oh, no.
Ha! Bad pun.
Well,
Here's the thing I wanted to show you. 80 AP. Episode
Oh.
done.